What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today, we're going to be doing some battles with the Eviolite Dipplin. So Dipplin was one of the Pokemon that was introduced in the DLC, and one of the interesting things that we found out about it that first week was the fact that it could hold Eviolite. So Eviolite is an item that can only be held by Pokemon that can still evolve. However, Dipplin didn't have an evolution that was introduced in the DLC. So that's kind of where the question kind of came in, and why I think all of us are assuming that Dipplin is going to get an evolution in this second DLC. However, this makes it extremely interesting considering the fact that Dipplin actually does have a really good defense stat at 110. I mean, its HP and special defense at 80 each really isn't that bad either, which means that Eviolite is going to make it extremely bulky, and it's going to be able to survive a good amount of hits out there. And aside from that too, it is a pretty good support mon considering the fact that it does get Pollen Puff, which obviously does damage across the way, however can be used to heal up your allies. And it does have Syrup Bomb as well, which is a move that is exclusive to Dipplin and ends up lowering the speed of the Pokemon it hits by one stage every turn for 3 turns. So that's really nice if you need to get a Pokemon to underspeed one of your Pokemon before they end up taking them out, just so you can take them out. So for instance, if you do have a bundle across the way as well as our bundle here, and we don't want to make it a speed tie, we can always go with the Syrup Bomb over into their Iron Bundle to make it so that our Iron Bundle is going to outspeed theirs. So it's going to be really nice from that perspective as well. And in addition, its ability Supersweet Syrup is really nice because it ends up lowering the evasiveness of your opponents by one stage when it goes out there. And that's really nice for Pokemon like Iron Bundle, Chi-Yu, and even the Flutter Mane on this team with the Thunder. Because I think we've all been kind of subjected to having a Heat Wave miss or a Hydro Pump miss, especially in the clutch. So having something like Supersweet Syrup out there to be able to lower the evasiveness will make those moves so much more accurate. You're going to be able to hit them pretty much 100% of the time. So Dipplin's really great from that perspective. And also it does have access to the move Sweet Scent. So if you do end up taking Dipplin out and having to bring it back in, unfortunately Supersweet Syrup does only proc once per battle. So you're not going to get that evasiveness drop once it comes back in. However, if you end up using Sweet Scent, it ends up lowering the evasiveness of your opponents. So in that instance, Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle, and all them aren't going to have to worry about the Heat Wave or the Hydro Pump missing. Those are going to hit 100%. So again, I think Dipplin's a really great Pokemon to have out there. I think the Eviolite is going to make it even more bulky, and if it does have to attack, that 95 special attack stat actually really isn't that bad. So the Syrup Bomb and the Pollen Puff should hit for some pretty decent damage, especially if they're going to be super effective. So I'm really excited to see what Dipplin can do, especially on this team. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just having chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. All right, looks like we're starting against a little bit of fire here. Leads me to believe I should not bring Bundle here, but they do have Tailwind, which is a little worrisome. So we may try to go for like I guess more of a slower team, especially since they do have Chlorophyll, so maybe we can actually set Trick Room. So what do you say we end up starting with Farigiraf and Iron Hands in the back wall of Dipplin, and you know, since they're going to set the sun up, let's bring Chi-Yu. Let's try to take advantage of the sun. But yeah, since they're going to be trying to lead here with like the sun and trying to get the chlorophyll, and they do have a tailwind option as well, and plus Sandy Shocks is pretty quick. I think we can try to reverse it on them. And again, let's go with our slow team. Again, Bundle does have the booster energy to get it up to the what's the max? 309, I believe, is what it is. And then Flutter is max speed as well. But either way, we'll be okay here. I think that no matter who they go with, if they set up the sun, they're still going to have, I was going to say Venusaur, Victory Bell, which is still going to be extremely fast. So, again, I think we're going to be okay as long as we're able to get this up. We're not going to be able to take out Typhlosion, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, I think we're actually going to, and I hate to say it, but I think we're going to have to Terrastalize Iron Hands. We're going to have to do that into fire. So let's go for the Trick Room here. And then let's Terrastalize. And honestly, Tornadus is kind of useless at this point right now for them. They'll still do this up into Tornadus. Yeah, it's fine. They're going to Terrastalize into fire to be able to get a stronger move. You know, if I was smart, I would have called that and went for the fake out over there, but that would have been risky, and I would have looked dumb if they did not Terrastalize. So, I feel pretty confident with my decision there. But even so, I think we're going to be fine here. We're going to be able to take care of Tornadus. I'm just hoping that Farigiraf can survive for one turn here. Oh, that sunny day. I don't think that's gonna bode well for us, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think Farigiraf is gone. Yeah. That's okay. The good thing here, though, I will say, is the fact that at least we have Chi-Yu in the back. So let's go Chi-Yu. Hey, it is Victory Bell. Nice. Alright, so they're going to be extremely fast, which is not what you want to see. That's alright. Let's go with the Heat Wave here. Then we'll go for the Drain Punch over there. I need to heal back a little bit. Thank God they missed the Sleep Powder. Holy cow. Eruption, we both should survive. Hands is going to be in a little bit of danger because of Chi-Yu, though. Yeah. That was the one danger of bringing out Chi-Yu, unfortunately. But what can you do? Nice, we hit the Heat Wave. And they're both gone. Oh, the crit on Typhlosion. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. The good thing is we didn't even need Dipplin for that one. Thankfully, we hit both of them. But now that we're going to be bringing it out, whoever is left definitely is going to have to take the Heat Wave. Question is, who is it? Sandy Shocks. Okay. The good thing is that thing is a ground type, so Dipplin might actually be able to take care of it itself. I don't think they have anything that's going to be super effective against Dipplin. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to go for a Protect here, and we're going to go for the Syrup Bomb, because Syrup Bomb does lower their speed stats every turn for 3 turns. So I think we might be able to make them slower than Chi-Yu, since they are a special attack Proto. Oh, Dipplin, you beefy little thing. Alright, let's go. Nice, that'll slow them down. Oh, and that's good. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. I mean, that little candy apple did that? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's go Heat Wave. And let's go Syrup Bomb again, too. Yeah, that's game. I can't believe that actually did that much damage. Look, I understand it's super effective and all that, but Dipplin. But even so, man, that's some damn good damage right there. Good game. Well, despite the fact that they do have a Pokemon that does learn Tailwind in Iron Jugulus, this does look like a pretty hard Trick Room team. So let's go with our Giraffe. We'll end up going with an Imprison. Yeah, we'll go with the Giraffe. Let's end up going with Flutter Mane, or I'm sorry, with Chi-Yu as well. And then, of course, we're going to bring Dipplin. And honestly, we may just bring Flutter Mane, too. I think Iron Hands would be the bulkier option. Just depends on how long we think that we can end up imprisoning Trick Room, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's end up actually going, with Hands on this one. Honestly, it would probably be better to bring Flutter Mane, but if for some reason they do get a Trick Room up, I feel like we'd be a little SOL with it. So I think just for longevity purposes, I think it's better to bring Iron Hands. Plus, we do have a Fire Terror to be able to protect from like Torkoal's fire moves and stuff like that too. So we'll end up resisting that. Trevenant and Jugulus, okay. Yeah, so oof. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem for it's gonna be speed. Yeah, might be a little bit of a problem for Farigiraf just because of the dark move. But I think we'll be able to withstand it. So let's go with the Imprison. And honestly, let's go with a... honestly, I'm going to go with the Dark Pulse because if Trevenant ends up terastallizing and resisting fire, we could be... Plus, it's the more accurate move right now. Once we bring out Dipplin, we'll go for a Heat Wave. Yeah, because here comes the Terra, and if it's into fire, then we made a good decision. Made a good decision. Alright, at least we're going to get the Dark Pulse over there. We'll take that for sure. That's fair. That's smart, because they're not a Prankster Mon. Please tell me we get the flinch. Oh, they have a berry. Okay, I was like, wait, what's taking so long? Okay, no. We're good. Couldn't get it. Okay, that's fine. Now I see why they end up running with that. Ooh, harvesting the citrus. That's fair. I know, that's not what I meant to do. Let's end up going with a... Yeah, I think we're going to have to... I'll stick with it, and I'll still go with the Dazzling Gleam. Actually, no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap in Dipplin. I know that the Heat Wave isn't going to do much to the Trevenant, but... Damn it, I really want to take out Jugulus now. They went for the taunt. That's not fair. They're just asking to be taken out. You know what I mean? Right. Not a big fan of their Trick Room, though. That's alright. Trevenant's going to go first. Going for the Horn Leech. Ain't doing much to Dipplin. Thank you. Dark Pulse. Oh no, we get our Heat Wave first. I forgot that they're fire. Or not fire, booster energy, speed. Perfect, we get the burn over there. It's really not going to do anything though, because unfortunately for us, they are a special attacker. But still, that's fine. Damage going forward, you know? Yeah, poor Jugs. Yeah, we really need to get rid of Trevenant though. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's go for a... I hate to say it, let's go for the Pollen Puff over to Jugulus, and let's go for the Dark Pulse into Trevenant. And then that Harvest ability is actually pretty dope. I actually really do like Trevenant too. Great in Trick Room, obviously. I just didn't account for the fact that they are not a Prankster Mon with Taunt. So, ooh, okay. Ooh, we Dark Pulsing. Okay, this actually isn't bad. This actually isn't that bad. Nice, good damage over there. Get the Dark Pulse. Good damage, too. It's actually really big. Snarl, that sucks for us, but that'll be alright. I mean, I will say the good thing here is that Dipplin does have the does have a pretty low speed too, so that might actually be pretty close to Ursaluna. So let's go for the Syrup Bomb over there. I know that's not going to help us. In fact, that's going to be pretty bad for us, but trust me, it'll be okay. We're gonna swap into hands just because I don't want to take another Snarl. Yeah. Besides, we're gonna hit him with this. It's gonna be super effective. We are -2, which is unfortunate. It'll still do some pretty good damage. Nice. Oh, and that's a crit on Dipplin too. Oh, and they are Life Orb. Okay, dope. So close. But we can go for a Fake Out over there and pick up that KO. Nice! Dipplin avoids that. Can you believe the Candy Apple somehow avoids that damage? Alright, one sec. Yeah, trigger him for one more. So this is perfect. We either KO them, or they just get faked out and take the KO. I don't think they're going to swap out here. Let's go for the Fake Out. I don't think they had anyone that was going to stop... They didn't have Farigiraf, did they? Nope. It's going to be Trevenant. Cool. Well, at least we're going to Fake Out Trevenant. Fair enough. I mean, the good thing for them, yeah, is that at least they can potentially put Trick Room back up. So here's what we're going to have to do. I'm going to swap out Dipplin. I'm going to go back into Chi-Yu. And honestly, Wild Charge would be the strongest move. So I'm going to go for the Wild Charge and just try to pick up the KO. Unfortunately, with Dipplin, we're not going to be able to proc the ability anymore, which is unfortunate. However, all right, way to go, Chi-Yu. Can we do enough? Not quite. Can we get a para? No. Oh, that's right. You can't with the Wild Charge. Just crazy to me, to be honest with you. But what can you do? But yeah, what I was going to say is that is... Oh, no, that's not good. Alright, we're going to have to get our Fake Out back up. That's not good. Shoot. I totally forgot what I was saying, too. Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, let's go for the Protect here. I hate to sacrifice Dipplin here, but we're going to end up losing Dipplin. Again, I just want that Fake Out pressure back. So that way we'll actually be able to protect on the... or we'll be able to actually go with the move on Chi-Yu on the next one, because we'll have the Fake Out pressure going into Ursaluna. And then we can just try to take out Trevenant at that point. Oh, never mind. Ursaluna's gone now. I forgot about that. Yeah, so, I mean, we sacrificed Dipplin there, but it was to take out Ursaluna. So I think it's kind of worth it, to be honest with you. Alright, but we do have Fake Out pressure again. Thank you very much, Iron Hands. It's going to be a big help. Oh, and it's Torkoal. Actually, the good thing about this, though, the really good thing about this, the fact that Iron Hands will be able to resist it once we Terrastalize. Trick Room for 3. Alright. We're going to end up going with a... I wonder if that would actually do it. I wonder if a Heat Wave would be able to do some good damage into both. I know they both resisted, but Torkoal, again, is an atrocious special defender. Well, not atrocious, but compared to its physical defense. So let's give it a shot. Let's go with the Heat Wave, and let's go fake out Torkoal. That's understandable. I can't be upset at that. We don't get knocked out by them, do we? Oh, I should have terrestrialized. That's what I get for not terrestrializing right away and forgetting to do that. Learn from me, guys. Learn from me. Because that was bad. That was bad. Nice. We do knock out Trevenant, though. That's good. And I was even talking about how we should have terrestrialized Fire to be able to take away from the strength of Torkoal. And I got wrapped up in the... yeah. Got wrapped up in going for the fake out and picking them on. That I kind of screwed myself there. That's alright, though, because honestly, Torkoal's our last Mon. They have 2 Trick Room left. We have Farigiraf in the back. Let's go for a Protect here. I am going to go for the Terra here. I know it's so dumb now, but we're going to do that. Let's go for the Drain Punch. That way we can survive this one Eruption, and we can do enough damage to... I don't know. Maybe at least make that Eruption a little weaker against something like Farigiraf a little bit later. I don't know if we're going to survive this, though. I really hope we do. Man, I so misplayed that. Oh my gosh, we're totally fine, too. Yeah, the Drain Punch ain't doing much, don't get me wrong, but... Cool. Man. Alright, to be honest with you, I think Farigiraf can take care of it with the Psychic. I don't think it's going to have much of an issue. But either way, we're still going to go for the double Protect. Let's go for the Drain Punch one more time. We get the double. Okay, game over then. Since Shiyu got the double, that's going to be game. Oh, either way it was going to be game. Okay. Yeah, they just wanted to take out Iron Hands. That's fair. Yeah. Either way, though, now we get the speed back. We're going to have 2 attackers going into it. They're both special attackers, so that's going to help out quite a bit. And honestly, I think one Dark Pulse will take care of it, but if not, we have a Psychic in the back to be able to take care of it, too. Let's go Dark Pulse. Let's go Psychic. And there we go. Yeah, despite the fact that we kind of screwed up there by not terrestrializing Hands into Fire the turn before, we ended up getting burnt. Still came away with the victory. Thankfully, Dipplin was in there to make sure that the Heat Waves would still connect, and somehow we still ended up knocking out Trevenant. So happy about that. Good game. Alright, looks like we got potential fake. I don't want to say fake Psy Spam. I shouldn't say that because they're still going to do that. But that is definitely not a, I would believe, not a Flash Fire Armorage. Probably more than likely a weak armor one. But that is totally okay. That is not going to be an issue whatsoever. We're going to end up starting with Flutter and Chi-Yu. Let's do our best to kind of try to take that out as quick as possible. So let's do that. In the back, obviously, let's have Dipplin. No way we're not bringing Dipplin. And... Honestly, I think I'm going to bring Farigiraf. Main reason being, if they end up setting Psychic Terrain, our Psychic is going to be that much stronger. And also, if for some reason they are weak armor and we need to find some way to set Trick Room, at least we have a Trick Room setter right there. We'll see what they end up doing, though. It's possible they end up just going with, like, Tornadus and Regidrago. However, the fact that we do have Flutter Mane leads me to question that a little bit. But, again, that's just me. That's just me. Okay, well, never mind, huh? Alright. It is more than okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go Heat Wave, and let's go with a Dazzling Gleam on this one. Main reason being that, obviously, with Drago, they're either going to swap out, or they're going to end up going for a like a Steel Terra. So that's kind of why we're going for a for the Heat Wave too. So let's do that. They don't. Wow, I'm glad we survived that. Let's go. Damn. I'm surprised. I mean, I would imagine that maybe they would probably be a Dragon Terra. I think that might be the case, which is why they didn't Terrastallize. But man, they really wanted to take Chi-Yu out. And they succeeded. It's okay though. Let's bring in our hero of the day. Let's go Dipplin. Let's see, maybe we have to swap out and get a and have to choose a new move here though. It's crazy to me that like Flutter and Chi-Yu can just wipe out a lead. You know what I mean? Ooh, what up, D-Knight? Oh, what a Flutter. You know what? We got this. We got this. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go for the Syrup Bomb over there so we can get them to slow down. And we're gonna swap into Farigiraf. That way we get to see what their Terra is. And if they end up going for like a Shadow Ball into our... oh, did I not... I didn't Terrastallize, did I? That's going to be a big problem. Yeah, that's going to be a big problem. I really wanted to Terrastallize into Steel on that one. But yeah, I was going to say, if they end up going for a Shadow Ball over into our Flutter Mane, it's not going to hit because Farigiraf is normal type. I can't believe that. No! Please survive this, buddy. Thank you, Dipplin. I am so sorry, man. I am so sorry. Okay, the good thing is, at least they are, I think, probably choiced into that. I think. Well, I know it's a little late now, but we will be able to survive another one with that. So let's do that. Let's Pollen Puff over into Farigiraf. And I'm gonna... I'll go... Let's go Psychic. We want to get that thing as close to knocked out as possible. Because I think Flutter will just be able to pick it up in the end. And the good thing, too, is since we are a max speed Flutter Mane, we should be able to outspeed them since they were not booster speed. There we go. Hello, Steel Terra. I wish I had seen you on the last turn. Resist enough. Oh, they are not choice. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Huh. Interesting. Nice, though. Dipplin really supporting the team and going with that Pollen Puff. Love that. At Speed Falls, we love that, too. Let's Protect on this one. Let's go for a Psychic one more time. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what item they actually have then. That wouldn't be weakness policy, would it? Either way, I'm just glad that we didn't go with a fairy move then. But they do have Roost, though. So they have Roost, they have Extreme Speed, else would they have? Just extreme speed. Like, there are a handful of other moves that I would think of for Dragonite, but... yeah, that's fine. We survived this. Yikes. So, Extreme Speed and Roost. Are those the only... those wouldn't be the only two moves, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just extremely baffled right now. I don't know what other moves they would have. Either way, though, let's go for the Syrup Bomb. And because if that really is like a weakness policy, I do not want to proc that. So let's just go with the Psychic. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, to be completely honest with you, based on the moves that they ended up doing, if Roost is in that first slot, they may have just stepped away from their controller and just been like, you know what? Just let it do whatever it wants. Because to be honest with you, sometimes when I've like gone out there and gotten knocked out on the first turn with like Flutter Mane Chi-Yu, or even just like Flutter Mane Tornadus Chi-Yu, yeah, I've been pretty upset myself. So I totally get it. We'll get the Psychic. Decent damage. We'll get the Syrup Bomb. We're going to lower their speed, which ain't going to do anything, to be honest, but that's okay. Let's go Pollen Puff into Farigiraf. Let's go Psychic again. Again, really, at this point, it doesn't matter. We have Flutter in the back with Moonblast. They can't Terrastallize, so... Dunzo? But at the same time, again, we're definitely going to have to play this out. I want to see Dipplin get this win. Truly. Based on them going with just Roost like that all the time, I think we're going to have to swap out Dipplin here for Flutter Mane. But, yeah, I think they stepped away from their controller. So how's your guys' day going? You know, it's, yeah. Yeah, there we go. They're slower now, so that Psychic... Ho! Very nice. So that Roost ain't going to bring them up too high. I mean, it's going to be just over half. Yeah. So we'll heal Farigiraf up a little bit there. Let's swap into Flutter Mane just to end this. I'm sorry, guys. And to be honest with you, at this point, we're just going to go Dazzling Gleam. Watch that actually be the thing to take it out, too, you know? That's alright. Maybe they just forgot that they were playing? I don't know, now I'm just speculating on their life. Yeah, well, we're gonna see a Roost right here, but let's hope that we can just take out with the Dazzling Gleam instead of having to see them go with the Roost again and have us do an extra turn with Flutter Mane to go for the Moonblast. Alright, come on, Dazzling Gleam, don't let me down. 80 power, single target, super effective? Not quite. Roost. Yeah, what the hell is their item? I really kind of want to know. Either way, it doesn't matter. Let's go for the Moonblast. Let's go for the Dazzling Gleam again. And let's call this a game now, because we know that we're going to do this with Flutter Mane. I'm curious to know what their moveset is. We'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. But either way, I think this is going to be game. I'm glad that Dipplin ended up hanging in there for the entire match, despite the fact that we forgot to Terrastallize it on that one turn. But I'll be honest with you, that is actually really nice to know that just regular Eviolite Dipplin is going to tank those. It's really nice. It actually stayed alive with a good chunk of health, too. Like, to the point that we ended up Terrastallicing into Steel, ended up surviving for an extra turn, and would have survived for one more turn, too, if we had to. But thankfully we didn't have to, and thankfully finally we ended this. Sorry to make them roost, 5 or 6 times there. But thankfully, we got them to come back in, or we got Flutter Mane to come back in and really take care of that. Good game. So even though it's just a little candy apple, that thing actually has some pretty good bulk out there and does help out this team just quite a bit. I mean, you see those heat waves, the hydro pumps, even the thunder from Flutter Mane hitting after one of the super sweet syrups. And if we do have to take Dipplin out and bring it back in, and we really want that evasiveness drop for them, we can always go with that sweet scent to be able to proc that one more time. So that'll make it even more nice. That definitely hits with the heat wave and the hydro pump. And I'm sure all of us have had those times where the heat wave or the hydro pump misses. So having something like Dipplin is really going to be really great, especially for those users. And again, we did end up putting the Thunder on Flutter Mane just for the fun of it, and really Dipplin's going to help with that as well. I mean, I know some people end up running Thunderbolt on a Choice Specs Flutter Mane, but Thunder is a little bit stronger, although, again, with the accuracy being as low as it is a little tough to run without the rain. But again, having Dipplin out there to be able to lower the evasiveness of the Pokemon across the way makes it so that Thunder is going to hit pretty much all the time. So it's really nice to have those Dipplin out there to be able to help them out. And of course, it is really nice for a little bit of support as well, because that Pollen Puff being able to heal up its allies, as well as Syrup Bomb being able to lower the speed of a Pokemon every single turn for 3 turns. And that's really nice, especially if we need to protect with Chi-Yu or with someone else to be able to make sure that a Pokemon across the way underspeeds us so that we can pick them up with a KO before they're able to attack us. So again, Syrup Bomb is a really great move to have out there, especially to lower speed, especially since we don't have Tailwind out here. It's nice to be able to have it for that instance as well. So again, even though Dipplin doesn't necessarily seem like a Pokemon you'd really want to use, and even though Super Sweet Syrup does only proc once per battle, I still think it's a Pokemon that could really help you out there, especially if you're sick of missing your moves. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.